Hey, I had had a really great spring. I was making so much money, it was scaring me. This was, almost 20 years ago, the spring of 96. I was making more money in those 2 or 3 months that I'd made in an entire year, just a few short years ago. And this is me, I'm in my mid 20s. I'm young, stupid, I'm a great salesperson, but I don't know anything about life or managing money. Sometimes I wonder if I still do. But after all the hail had dried up and I'd sold everything I could sell, I called I called I called the owner of the company up, my mentor, he's still my mentor today, and I said, "Hey, I need a draw." And he said, "No. If you need money, go out and sell something." Well, I was in a bad shape. I had just bought my wife a car. It was not a new car, but it was pretty new. And here I was. I'd spent all the money that I'd made, every last dime of it, and I had a new car payment, and I had all my regular bills, and I couldn't make any money. It was like I locked down, and that was my first experience with that. It's almost like I forgot how to sell. The pressure got to me. I'd been making so much money, and I didn't know how to continue doing that. It wasn't but a couple months after that I had my first car repossessed. Well, they didn't repossess it. I took it up to the bank and handed them the keys, but they call it a repossession. I couldn't afford to pay for it. The point I'm trying to make here is that you may be young in this business, and you may have made a lot more money than you ever thought you were going to make. That's only part of having a successful career. The other part is knowing how to manage the money that you're making. How do you pace yourself when you're making 2 times, 3 times, 10 times as much money as you've ever made before? How do you manage your life? That's another skill altogether. And one that I hope that you get a hold of, because if not, it could literally ruin you. It could literally ruin you. I would advise you today, if you're making money and you maybe see the downside of your money coming in, that you get a hold of your mentor, the person you trust the most in roofing sales or in your own life. Maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a preacher, maybe it's a high school teacher, I don't know, but get a hold of them and ask them, "Hey, how do I manage my money?" Don't be ashamed to do that, because what you do here in the next several months as we wind down this year, as far as roofing sales are concerned, unless we have fall storms or a fall hurricane, what you do with your money will have a lot to determine whether or not you're in business again next year. This is Mike. I want to give you something to think about today. Make it a great day.